Yo, yo, what's up, Otter? Showing up at just the right time. Do you know what's happening today? Doing what's up? We're doing a community vibe coded showcase, episode 1. People submitted like any games or apps that they vibe
Episode
coded.
1 Trickery, where every prototype arrives wearing confidence and at least one cursed assumption.
Everyone's a few people submitted like games or apps that they vibe coded on this Google form, and then I'm gonna play them on the stream for the next like hour and a half. I'm gonna pull them up on like a Discord stage and stuff. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cook 2 eggs real quick and get a banana and stuff while we wait. We're gonna give it about 15 minutes or 20 minutes for people to get notified that the stream is up, and for count build up for a little dive into give people time to see the everyone ping in Discord. Vibe code, it just means you used AI to program it.
Ad break incoming.
You mostly used AI to program it. All it means. All right, I'm gonna make 2 scrambled eggs real quick so I have something in my stomach so I can think. I just woke up. I'll be right Yo, yo, yo. Psycho Zen. Damn, you just started stream with a raid battle. Is that what's going on? You spawn raids, enemies leaving. Have you taken a look at the project? Some of the projects? No, I haven't taken a look at anything. Part of the fun. You're gonna get my real, unfiltered, first-time user experience. Highly valuable.
Nothing like letting the interface meet a completely unsedated human trickery. Very scientific, slightly cruel.
Cyber Intel, nice room. Thanks, man. Guys, while we're waiting for more people to show up, um, I did an everyone ping. While we're waiting for a few more people to show up. Jiggy's here. What's up? I don't mind if you review the current state of my project, but it's complete in some parts, but I should finish a lot more. If you try out visual things, probably skip. Nah, dude, I'm just happy to have like anything today. It's kind of like a test run. I don't feel bad about parts of it being incomplete. And you can if you want to talk on voice, I'm pulling people up on stage in Discord so you can like explain to people, where it's going and what's left to do on it or whatever. Um but there's so few people that put stuff on there. So we just need something. This is kind of like our trial run, our pilot episode. No, it's not too late to submit, dude. Yeah, guys, here yeah. You need a way for me to play it fairly quickly. Um, Podcast or something? I see showcase. Yeah, showcase. Show and tell time for the community. All right, guys. I just cooked some food. I gotta eat. I'm gonna eat while we wait a little bit longer. Alchemy, what's up? All right, guys. We're gonna keep chilling for just 11:20. I'm hoping some more people show up. I'm DMing a bunch of people. Um, yeah, I'm gonna drink some more water and eat a half an avocado and a banana, and then I'm fueled up. So my girlfriend expects probably need an hour or so for it's available. Oh, that'll be right at the tail end of doing stuff for sure. But yeah, we can totally play. I think I'm probably gonna end the stream at like 1 o'clock. So in like an hour and 45 minutes from now, maybe slightly after. I have to go somewhere at like I have to be somewhere like by 3 o'clock. So I have to end the stream like 1:15 or so. So that's plenty of time because it means if your thing's gonna be done in an hour, it'll be done at like 12:15. We got enough time. Keep waiting for like 10 more minutes, maybe. I'm gonna finish eating. Okay. Woo! All right, just wolf down that banana and I'll. All right. Brain has fuel. So I think one lesson we're gonna learn here, this show is we probably want to train the viewer base, you guys, which I probably need to stream more often at this time frame. So that when I suddenly stream in this time frame on Saturday, it's not like catching people off guard or whatever, It's just tough because like this is the best time to stream that overlaps as many time zones in as reasonable of a way as possible. Um, so I don't have a choice, and I can't like stream at this time all the time. I have to do other stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I know Tuso wants to be here for Two Socks, but yeah, we're streaming at kind of a weird time. All right, you guys. Just a little preview of what we have. It's going to be pretty short, actually. It's going to be fairly short. We only have Two Socks, and he's not even here right now. And then Nuclear gave me something that's super troll, I think. Halkany's deal notifier app is legit. We're gonna look at that. Psycho Zen's, I don't know what this is. Dynamic. Expand this category so I can read this. Hello? Oh, there it is. Cool. All right, way better. Dynamical memory system for AI supports hive mind and identity. Oh, this sounds cool. Highly complex mathematical model built on a geometric toy model. I got to figure out how to make this multi-line. That is used as the kernel of the system. Whoa, dude, that sounds nuts. Well, it might take us a while to look at yours, so that'll be good. And then Sonetics, my friend Sonetics submitted his mud, but he didn't want to show up today. He had something else he had to do. I could show you guys this, but I'm gonna get lost and confused in his game if he's not here. And then Jiggy Spice is gonna add his game in just a minute. So we have 4 legitimate people presenting it. Yeah, the format we're gonna try to do. I mean, the submissions are not closed, you guys. So if any of you guys have something you want to add on to this today, like there's so few because he's not here and this is a troll. So there's literally only 3 plus Jiggy Spice is gonna add one. So if you guys have anything else you want to add, feel free to. But yeah, the format we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to check it out first on my own without anybody really telling me what to do. If it's the type of thing that makes sense for that kind of thing for first user experience, because I want to give unfiltered first time user experience feedback live on stream, and then I'm gonna you need voice, yeah, and then I'm gonna run a Discord stage in the Discord And I'm going to pull you guys up if you want to be in voice to present and explain stuff after I kind of do a first look at it, you know? So I'm going to start up a Discord stage in a moment here, and then I'm going to pull you guys up. Webcam okay? Um, yeah, but I'm not entirely. I'm gonna have to mess around with it. I can't guarantee that it's gonna look good, or I'm gonna figure out how to capture it on the spot in a good way. But we'll try it. Good idea to try that, because that's the whole point of today's episode. Is this is our pilot episode, right? Like a TV show pilot. So that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to figure out. Exactly today is basically the production technical difficulties. So sure, I'll try and figure that out. But yeah, it's usually a hassle trying to figure out how to capture somebody's webcam out of Discord and layer it onto the stream. Find your PowerPoint file. Okay. Stop using AI. What's up, dude? Yeah. All right, guys. We'll wait for just a few more minutes. I'll be right back.
Ad break incoming.
All right. We just diving in. Yeah, this should be interesting. Fun little. Okay, guys. It's 11:40. I think it's been enough time to give people time to show up. Unfortunately, Tuso's not here. We'll play his game anyways. I know for sure he would want to
Late
be
night
here.
audiences arrive like cats, trickery, slowly, suspiciously, and exactly when they feel like it.
We're gonna disable her eavesdropping and commentary thing while we're doing this. Fun, but it doesn't fit for what the goal is of today. Off the background thing. I don't know. Should we keep the follow subscriber goal on or nah? It's in the way of any kind of UI or something. I'll disable it. All right, cool. We're recording. So, this is the start of Nuldrums Community Vibe Code Showcase #1. We've had a lot of people just in here that are fellow vibe coders that keep showing up and wanting to show things off. And I thought it'd be cool to condense it down to like a specific time slot and make it like a monthly show that we do, showcase. It might also be like called like a show and tell, basically, for the community. Yeah, we're streaming at a kind of an abnormal time for this channel, but we've got 4 real submissions here. We got another one coming up. Somebody's having to build their Unreal game at the moment, but 3 of these are real. Well, this one they couldn't make it. Two socks for sure was supposed to be here, but not at the moment. We're streaming at kind of a late time for him. I will play his game anyways on the stream. It's pretty sweet and it's easy to play. And jump right into. Nuclear, I'm pretty sure is just trolling me here with the YouTube link. We have Halkany with the Deal Notifier app. Real-time deal and price tracker for Facebook Marketplace and eBay. And Psycho Zen with something really crazy here. I figure I'll make this multi-line. A dynamical memory system for AI supports hive mind and identity. Highly complex mathematical model built on a geometric toy model that is used as the kernel of the system. Interesting. Like I said, Synetics couldn't make it today, but he made a he revived a mud 1990s that he used to play all the time. It's really crazy. Uh, I don't think I can figure out how to get into it though. I had it set up on my Windows install, but I don't have it set up on this install. So without him here to guide me, I'm not really sure if we can get into it. Maybe I'll ping him. I think he'll be responsive on Discord because he did an awesome job on this. You guys, I've seen it a little bit. Restoration's cool. Yeah, what's very cool is that for this mud that he revived, um, he only had a compiled binary of the game and the wiki of the game. He had no source code, so he had to use Claude to recreate basically the code of the game using just those two resources. So pretty cool that he got it up and running in. Yeah, like I said, Jiggy Spice in theory should have another entry here. He has an Unreal Engine 5 game that he's using with the latest version of Unreal 5, 5.8, that has the MCP server so that the AI can do a whole bunch of stuff in Unreal now. And he's gotten insanely far. He's spent 2 months straight going from zero to hero, having barely used Unreal at all, to making like a third-person action combat game using the AI. Yeah, this is the last. Well, not really the last call. If anyone here shows up, or any of you guys decide you want to add something to the list, feel free to. We're here for about an hour and a half. We're gonna give people maximum. Well, it scales depending on how many entries there are, but I'm gonna give people a maximum of 15 minutes. The format we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of try to check it out and figure out what it's about on my own for the first like 2 or 3 minutes, just because sometimes like some of these things you'll get a lot of benefit from a first time user experience going into it without knowing what's going on. So I'm gonna try to give a raw, real, unfiltered first time user experience where it makes sense. Oh, Cyber Intel just added his thing. It's pretty cool. And then yeah. And then yeah, sometimes it won't make sense for me to do a first time user thing. So anyway, so in those cases where it doesn't make sense, or after I do it, then we're gonna have like a 5 to 10 minute block of time where I'm gonna pull people up on a Discord stage, and they can get a platform to talk about it, explain it, and react to everybody else's feedback in the chat as well. So yeah, so that's the format. Without further ado, I think we're gonna start off with, well, message me. Betty's telling me this. You're not real, man. Damn Google shows and thumbnails. Dude, I didn't even need a thumbnail, Nuclear, to know what the YouTube link. We'll start off with Nuclear's vibe coded submission here, you guys. A little bit longer. This is a full presentation. All right, man. Like I said, the amount of time you get is right now. It looks like it's reasonable to give you 15 minutes, but yeah, I have a hard cutoff because I have to go somewhere in like two hours from now. I have to start driving to go somewhere. So we're gonna try to be fair and give everybody 15 minutes. I think we'll be able to fit yours in, and this one, and this one. Well, there might be a little extra time because Tuso's not here, unfortunately. Two socks. There might be a little extra time. Oh, you submitted your CGA thing. That's cool. We'll talk about it more when I get to yours. I actually pointed Claude at your CGA thing, and I actually spliced together the query layer concept with Graphify's way of mapping things out on my projects now. Um, but sweet. Yeah, it's a good project. Okay, we'll start off with nuclear, you guys. We'll start off nuclear. And let me start up the Discord stage. Try to do this. So part of today is we're gonna have to stumble through technical difficulties. That's why this is the pilot episode. We're gonna try to figure out how do we do this. What's up, Nate? Um, bro, I don't know how to start a Discord stage. How to looking at all the buttons. Enable the community feature on your server. Click a plus icon to create a new channel. Select stage channel and then assign mods. Okay, shit. I gotta make a new channel. Yeah. All right, I'm trying to figure out this out. So that's part of what we're doing today, you guys, is we're stumbling through all the technical figuring out of how we're gonna do this. Bro, where's that music coming? Oh my god, it's coming from Discord. Vibe showcase. All right, guys. I have the stage here. All right, cool. Got audience members. Okay. Um. All right. All right, guys. We have the Discord stage. I don't know if I should share the screen on this. I don't think there's a point. I think everybody knows what's going on. The Balcony. I'm gonna test bringing you up on the stage real quick. Yeah, watch on Twitch. Yeah, watch on Twitch. I think in the future when we have like a bunch of rando people or something, like we'll do both. That's what we used to do for the place that I worked at. So let me see how we do invite to speak. How can you? I'm gonna invite you to speak. Right.
Hello. Can you?
Yeah. Working. All right. I'm gonna demote you to audience member again. Move to audience. Okay, I got it figured out, you guys. I understand how to use Discord now. We're good. Okay, so the stage is just so that you guys can have a voice, and then in some cases, like Nate, I think is going to share a PowerPoint. He's going to share a screen. So I'm going to have to figure out how to share what he's sharing from his screen on the stage in like a way that looks good on the stream. When we get to that, when we get to the project. All right, hell yeah. All right, guys, let's start off with I'm gonna leave a little bit of music in the background. I will not be sharing screen, just face cam. Oh, sorry, your name is Nate. We got two Nates. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call you Halkany. I'm gonna call Nate because his name is Nate in the Discord. Or I could refer to you as Cyber Intel. Nate, which one do you want to be referred to? Because this is going on the YouTube channel. So, hey, guys, maybe I should have that on here too. What do you guys want me to call you? um. Anyways, okay. Tuso is not Two Socks is not here. So he's calling him Tuso. he is a no-show at the moment, but he's making an awesome project. We're gonna give him like we'll wait till the end of the episode, see if he shows up or not. It's like midnight his time. He is literally in like Central Asia time zone. But his project is just a game I can jump in and play, so no big deal. Um, let's see what Nuclear linked here. I already kind of know what it is. Okay. All right. Well, this is Nuclear's submission. It's the Minecraft villager voice for Rick Astley. God forsaken. Okay. All right. Well, that was Nuclear's submission for the monthly episode, you guys. Yeah, game of the year. Okay. That was a good start. All right. Halkany is next on the list. We have background back on. Let me mute myself in page actually for you guys. That's probably confusing. All right, guys. Next up is Halkany on the list. It's first come, first serve. A real time deal and price tracker for Facebook Marketplace and eBay. Deal notifier. So this is for people that I'm guessing are hunting down. They're like flippers on eBay, I guess. Or if you're just trying to look for something that's cheaper. Whoa, dude, you've really upgraded the website since the last time that I saw this. Okay, so some of the stuff that I'm going to also, what time is it? We got 11:57. I gotta set a timer both for myself and for anybody else. Let's see. Uh, all right, I'm starting the stopwatch. I don't think I need like 5 minutes by myself yapping about this. Well, I'm just gonna look at it for a second. Um, so how can you showed me this before? This is for people that I think are mostly like trying to be like flippers on like eBay where you're like buying stuff for low and then reselling for high, or if you're trying to like find some specific thing at like a crazy deal um for consumers. I think so. Fishes here. What's up, Fishes? Mistfall releasing in 4 days. There's the average customer there has $20,000 in credit card debt on what, eBay? Anyways, call you Nate's fine. All right, man. Cool. All right. That was all the messages that I missed earlier. So anyways, yeah, so he's radically upgraded the website. This does not look like a vibe coded website to me, like exactly anymore. Yeah, let me turn off the follower notification. It is kind of in the way, the follow goal. We got to keep the stream avatars though, so YouTube can see the audience. Let me resize this window in a way webcam isn't. Go. Cool, cool. All right, guys. So, yes, this is the deal notifier. Like I said, I like the layout here. Well, okay, so it starts to feel a little bit vibe codey when you have like the whole row of things, but that's just how websites always were. Um, dude, are these real reviews or are these made up? They look legit though. They look legit. Um, I think in general, yeah. See pricing, deal minimum. Get instant fun alerts for deals on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and more. Customizable, easy setup, free to use. Get free alerts. What does this take me to? Sign in. I'll try signing in. I love dude. You got the color theming like is perfect. Is great. Like it's all matching. This dude. This like scrolling like roulette of items. Awesome. Any kind of movement at all when people first land on your guys' page is a huge plus for just like triggering people's dopamine, right? And this is coming from having designed lots of video game UIs. This is a major bonus. We had to give that feedback to somebody else 2 weeks ago. They were making some kind of spam filter thing, and the whole website was static. And we were like, you know, like your thing is doing some complicated email filtering thing. Like show it with some kind of really cool animated diagram, you know, especially because AI is so good at that. So this I think is awesome. This is huge bonus points. The only feedback I have on this roulette is if you can, I don't know if you guys could see this on my stream, but it is not smooth on the images. They're doing this weird, like jittering, like rippling thing as they scroll across. And also, I personally don't like the direction reverse that it's doing. It's kind of like it kind of like is ruining the illusion almost, the infinity illusion when it's like hitting an end and then just bouncing back. I personally would prefer that it loops endlessly and continues going in the same direction. It's a little jarring when it reverses. So nitpicky stuff. But having movement in the first place and all these different icons and like colors and stuff going on is really sick. I like the color coding here on the urgency of the deals, where like the red ones are like 10 minutes away or whatever, or they just happened, so you missed out on them, and the purple ones are like a little bit longer ago. It's pretty interesting. Um, what else? No way. I've already been talking for 5 minutes. Oh my god. Um, I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. This kind of stuff, these taglines with AI, it shoves these taglines into everything, including when you're making like a tool or a piece of software. It fucking like tags these little subtitles everywhere. And just crams them in everywhere you go. And it's one of the giveaways of something that's just vibe coded. So you know, which isn't bad. Like you don't need to obscure completely that's vibe coded, but I think it's just something to have awareness of. Is that when you ask AI to just like create a website or an app, it's like one of the things that makes something look more like polished and elevated is when you start trimming all the fat and you cut out all these like extra fluffy taglines that it loves to just shove everywhere it possibly can. So just FYI, that's one of the easiest levers to pull to rein in the vibey AI feeling. Um nice. Nice, cool. This all looks really good. Nice coloring to separate it. 2 more taglines back to back. Sweet, man. So, okay, do these just jump on the page? They do. Okay, so it's one page and we jump to different spots. Resellers is different. Help. Set up guides and issue deal for notifier. Set up deal alerts by marketplace. So the only thing I'm confused about is and I'll figure this out if I sign in real quick. Let me sign in. Is this a phone app or to the phone app, and I'm gonna click this. I'll use my business. Email me, agree. Create your first deal alert. Okay. Okay. Browser alerts. Okay, so are you doing the browser alerts with an extension?
Ad break incoming.
Oh, interesting. eBay. I'm gonna say Adidas shoes. Adidas skate shoes. I have like 3 of them. I always get them off eBay. When new listings are created. Nice. We'll try 1 hour. I'll report back on this on the next one. Oh, the ad break is kicking in on Twitch in a minute, you guys. Like the ad gremlins are invading. It's gonna kick in 20 seconds. So we'll pause for just a little bit. But I think after I go through this, I'll bring you up on stage, Halkany. Yeah. All right, we're chilling on an ad break. Damn, I already yapped for, how does that, 8 minutes? Okay, so I got to watch myself. But I had a lot to say there about the, this kind of one of the things we're trying to do with this showcase stream is give everybody pointers about how to de-vibe the vibiness of the vibe-coded apps. Because there's like a lot of hallmarks. The styling of your page does not feel vibe coded like much at all. It's really separated. There's a bunch of other like very clear giveaways when you just hand everything over to the AI, but your styling doesn't really like it looks nice. Like I said, it looks way better than the last time we looked at it. You can see the jittering. Yeah, the jittering is something you should try to fix. Just has low FPS. You guys talking about Mistfall? It's gotten better. It's only $20. Hey, that's weird. That's the same price point we did. Refund stage, you don't need 15 minutes? Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be 15 minutes total for between me yapping and guys yapping. But it's tough. Okay, all right. We're back from the ad break, you guys. I'm just going through the user flow here. So it looks like we get email, mobile device. I'm not sure how we do. Do you have an app that's separate for it? Set up now. Right. Add to the home screen. Install app on the home screen. Confirm deal notifier in your home screen. Open the app. Apps come next month. Okay, you don't have the app yet, but this is cool. So you've got like 3 layers. In price, $30. Max price, $50. Cool. Scanning now. See if anything shows up. All right, while this is running, let's pull Halkany up on platform and talk about it. Oh, it found shoes. Look. App photo for details. Look at those. The Bucenich shoes. These are what I love. I love these. I have so many. I have like 3 of them. Never have enough. Sweet, dude. All right, it works. Oh, cool. Oh, we get to see the dashboard now. All right. Yo. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Hey, you're going to have to mute the stream. Yeah, because there's like going to be like a 10-second delay. All right, guys. We can figure out how to get Halkiny's webcam to show on here. Yeah, dude. Okay. Now let me. I think I can do like the pop out window. I could. Oh, okay. I don't hear an echo from you on my end, but yeah, you probably hear me. Here it is. Oh, technology. Look at this. Wait, I can't hear you anymore. No. Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right, guys. Here's Halkiny. We turn on the music. I was gonna say, dude, we got matching haircuts right now. Oh, cool. Yeah. Wait, so yeah, so I'm confused. So it's like a browser, it's browser notifications, and then there's no standalone desktop like app. Is there? Wait, why is your there we go. No. Oh, no. All right, sorry. I literally all I did was respond to someone's Discord DM and it broke the capture. Lesson learned on that. Don't camera capture. Okay. Um yeah, my bad. So yeah, so I know about like the browser notification thing. Used to that with like Facebook's always asking if it can do that for me or whatever. Um so does that only work, I'm guessing, when you have the browser open on your desktop? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. As soon as people have extra clicks, you always got to be scared of increasing the friction thing. Um, yeah, I almost at first thought it was going to be like a browser extension or something, but yeah, that's much more fluid. So then the other piece of the puzzle is you can add a mobile app.
under like $250. And she posted this yesterday, so I'm gonna build an iOS app with this because you need one of these puppies.
Nice. Somebody just
Yeah.
said that your voice was not coming through on another technical
Oh, that's
difficulty.
unfortunate. Oh,
As
hello,
it is
Psycho
now.
Zen.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry you
is.
didn't hear me.
It is now. I fixed it. I had the desktop. That's what we're here for. We're figuring out all the rough edges. Um, yeah. So, did you use the deal notifier app to find that
Yes. Yeah.
$300 laptop for $200?
I did. Yeah, I did. It's funny because like at first I made it for my brother who resells radios. He found a supplier on eBay where when they post radio boards, my brother knows how to make $400 in profit off of those radio boards. So he told me,
Crap.
man, I need notifications down to the minute. So I gave him that. And now he acts like he has a loaded pistol on the internet. He's like, bro, the guy puts up the listings. He puts up 2 of them. Boo, I snipe it. And then he puts them up again. He raises the buck by $15. He raises the price by $15. Boo, boo, I snipe it. He raises it another 15. I'm like, nah, I'm chilling on that. I'm the only one buying these. And then he lowers it. And he's like, boom, let's snipe it. The moment he lowers it, too. So my brother's really excited about it. I love that energy that he has, and I love giving that to other resellers, too.
Dude, he's like a sneaker dealer kid, but
Yeah,
for but for radio boards.
literally. Yeah, literally. That's what he is. This is like the
Like,
power fantasy that resellers want.
that's pretty cool. Do you know anybody else that's a reseller? Or was it mainly your brother that that you knew that inspired this app?
It's mostly my brother. Other people that I target are retro collectors because oftentimes, vintage carts for like the MSX or like the Amiga, those are really hard to come by. They're not in high supply. People want to know the moment those pop up anywhere on the internet, right? So that notification when new listings pop up, that's really valuable for things that only get posted every like month and a half or something. So retro enthusiasts are another target category. CRT collectors are a part of that, and yeah, just generally people who have a big purchase in mind but don't want to pay full price.
Awesome, man. Yeah. That was kind of what I was thinking. Some people might use it for just one-off things that they want to get a good deal on. If they're not like a reseller like full time, they're not trying to like side hustle.
Right.
You know, still useful for that. Um, dude, sick. Is there anything else? We should. So, what's your pricing model here? Oh, you literally call it side hustle plan and reseller plan. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, what do you get? Scans every 15 minutes. Okay, so they're paying for kind of like the API costs to run. And they're footing the bill for the people on the free plan with the hour tick essentially. Well, with this eBay deal alerts, 20 alerts, marketplaces, 2 alerts each. Cool, man. Have you tried advertising this anywhere yet? Or are you just relying on word of
Yes,
mouth right now?
we ran $150 of Facebook ads.
Okay.
Our conversion rate is it costs roughly $5 to acquire a sign up. We found that they weren't very high quality users though, where they kind of set up an alert, and the reality is if you don't set up the alerts precisely, you're just going to get a lot of spam in your inbox. And the reason it's like that is because it's all opt-in. We want to put the power in the user to decide what goes to their inbox at any volume. Some people need that volume. Most people don't. So that's a problem we have to solve, like nudging people towards getting the right amount of notifications for watching something. For example, the alert that you just set up, there are a lot of Adidas shoes being posted on eBay. Getting an email every hour, you're probably going to ignore them after a little bit. But there are people who need that. So that kind of divide is something we need to work through.
Yeah, I set it up for the hours so I can maybe see it happen in real time today.
Those aren't posted very often. Now that I look at it, I'm used to like there are some keywords
sick.
they're posts every minute. It looks like these are actually pretty tame.
Yeah, that's why I specifically added the phrase skate shoes. I said Adidas skate shoes because I thought that might be narrow enough. Okay, so that's interesting.
I don't want to take up any more of your time. I think we got like other guys going on and want to be respectful of that.
Yeah, it's 12:17. I was like, maybe we go to 12:20, but cool, man. That's good to hear that you're trying the meta ads right now. For sure you need to like, I feel like if you just keep
We're doing email campaigns. We switched to that after Facebook ads. We're not doing the Facebook ads anymore.
Okay. Yeah. There's also Reddit ads, and then also to make YouTube videos of people like literally like you just said, like your brother being like hype and doing his pistol thing or whatever, and it just shows like really fast cuts and like Instagram reels or shorts or whatever of like showing deals getting flipped and then him stacking up money making profit because of the app. Yeah, dude.
Totally. I'll do my Hank Hill impression for you. I sell this product as Hank Hill sometimes. I say things like, don't be a dingus. You need to get Deal Notifier right now. I'll tell you what.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thanks, yeah. Some people think that's AI, but it's not. I promise you.
That's good. Make it better.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that voice on point. Yeah, I agree. Psycho Zen. Yeah, thanks for coming up, man. We're going to do Psycho Zen's thing next.
Cool. Thank you very much, everybody.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, you guys. Um, good work. Good work, Halkany. Good start. It's looking polished. I wish you luck on continuing to try to get the word out and do the advertising part of this because it's starting to look pretty profesh. Or it is profesh. Definitely functional. Look at all these shoes, man. I already while we were talking, I was like, man, I want this pair of shoes. Or was it? One of these was really sick. I wanted. Anyways, awesome. All right, Psycho Zen's up next, you guys. Psycho Zen is up next. We're gonna try to make it a little shorter. That one went a little long because we were also for the first time figuring out how to do capture of the pop out cam on Discord and all that stuff, and then you guys couldn't hear him and technical difficulties. All right, guys, we're going over Psycho Zen's thing. It looks like this doesn't really. We might jump straight into him presenting, because this one is a whole bunch of technical stuff, and it's not really a user like a consumer like product thing. So it says, yeah, I'll just take let me reset my timer. It took us 22 minutes to figure out all the ad break and the technical difficulties and all that. Okay, I'm just gonna look at this real quick. Right. I'm gonna do read about this. Check chat. Comment state was good. I see it working well. It's types comment statement. You can favorite the listings. There is a heart when you click them. Oh, nice. I'll have to do that. It's solid, simple design, good logo, names, clear for advertising for sure. All right. Folder called Start. You can look lightly at the front page. Okay. Psycho Zen's is dynamical memory system for AI, supports hive mind and identity. Highly complex mathematical model built on a geometric toy model that is used kernel of the system. I don't know exactly what hive mind means. So this is on GitHub. It's MIT. You want me to look at the README or okay. Here's something. Character Forge and Crystal Attunement. Solo character Hive Mind Collective. See description. It's the most important. Write who your character is, their core. Personality, values, relationships, quirks, how they express themselves. Gravitational center of the memory system. Okay. So this is kind of similar to Hermes, but you want it to work more with like Hermes is like one agent that has like one personality that's like your core agent that's doing stuff. You want more like a group of them with the collective thing is kind of a different feature. Seems like fierce, protective, whatever. Playful, direct, instinctual. This seems like, is this for them to work, or is this for them to be placed into it's not an autonomous tool runner, it does API calls. So it is for AI agents to work. I was just wondering what giving them all these traits, all these traits made me think oh, this is for NPCs in a video game a little bit and personality shaping, but you want them to work for you, but you want to shape their personality too. It seems cool. Structure, precision, geometric kernel, character identity and practice, well-framed character prompt, memory weight underneath. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you. You're not wrong. Okay. I'm gonna bring you up on stage and talk more about it. But this seems like this is your take on a a Hermes or an open claw or something where there's there's a soul MD kind of equivalent or something, and then they're going out and working on stuff. But it seems like you are trying to do something different in terms of how you reinforce what their personality is. That's more of the focus. And oh yeah, for character, NPC, and companion builders. Yeah, kind of like my desktop assistant I have right now. Your character may sound convincing in one session, then feel like a different person the next day, or it may remember random facts but slowly flatten into prompt history. How it gives characters memory weight. Yeah, so it's about the consistency of their character type and stuff is the unique aspect. All right, man. Sure, I'll pull you up on stage for this. Oh, wait, let me. Yo, probably have to mute the stream.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, do you want me? Do you want me to start speaking?
Yeah, yeah. What do you? So like, am I kind of right about like it's kind of like Hermes or OpenClaw or something. We have this assistant and has a personality, but then the way you've structured their memory is what's unique and like different from that. It's more like consistent or something.
Yeah, the system is focused on keeping the identity away from the context. So
Oh,
the identity is like an egg that just lives inside the model, and context lives around it.
okay. What do you mean by the so like SolMD? I feel like is like that's the identity file, right? Like
Yeah.
OpenClaw and Hermes. Um, so like yours is. So I feel like there's some separation with the context there. How is yours separating the context? Oh, more screenshot.
It makes the system not have to recall memory or recall identity. It lives inside it.
Oh. Yeah, what's the sorry.
The system itself realigns the correct context for the situation based on the identity. So you never
Okay.
have to look up memory.
Oh. Interesting. It's got a different so it's like some sort of parameters around each like situation that makes sure that it stays in personality in the different types of situations that could come up.
Yes. Also, another focus I've been focusing on is that I don't like the AI characters we have currently because they over focus on specific text, or they don't do specific things because they are stuck in identity. So I give the model authority if asked to break the character and be AI as well. So it's kind of like it's like a really good like actor.
Yeah, it knows when to bend the rules. I think I've been running into kind of a very clear example of that shortcoming that you're talking about with the, my desktop assistant. I don't know if you heard like last night, I had to start telling it like I was starting to recognize like words and phrases that it's overusing. Like I gave it a personality, but then it keeps saying the word like ancient, like over and over again, like constantly. So like I had to I'm in a situation where I'm starting to having to modify it and tell it like, hey, these specific phrases you're overusing. So like figure out other synonyms and add other like chances to say something else. Is that kind of what you're talking about where it gets like too like rigid, like you give it the personality, but then it's kind of repetitive?
Yes. So it's gonna eliminate that. I do watch a lot of AI VTubers with like 10 to 20 viewers. They're not too popular, but I find them very interesting. And currently, all of them are like saying the word chaos. Like all AI just love the word chaos.
Yeah.
But they're not
Chaos.
chaotic. Just
It's not chaotic if they keep saying the same word over and over again. Well, that's cool. Awesome. So what's the so the tech underneath that you're saying is driving this whole thing and how the memory is stored? What's the geometric, what is it? A geometric um geometric toy
We,
model used as the kernel of the system. Is there a name for that model?
if you go on the front page and scroll down to the bottom,
Down here? Oh, try octagon. This thing?
yeah, yeah. You can click the research paper, and it's on Zenodo, and it describes the full model we built. But what we use is like SU3. SU3 is used. That's a very popular geometric, like mathematic.
Chiral dominant, macro dominant. This is crazy looking. Qualitative
SU3 is used in strong nuclear force, and we use it to stabilize our system. It
SU
also uses E8. Sorry.
nothing. I'm repeating it out loud so I can put SU3 is the special unitary group degree 3 that mathematically defines quantum chromodynamics, the theory of the strong nuclear force, governs color charge symmetry, requires 8 gluon for confinement. So by using this as a model for memory, it basically like guarantees the level of like chaos like you're talking about, like a little bit of subtle like randomization, but the randomization isn't like the same or predictable.
Yeah, you feel like when you talk to the AI, you will feel it's more living than actual AI.
That's super cool, man. Wow. Wish I could be like a
Image.
visualizer. Yeah.
There are images. There are images on the in the research, but
Oh, in the paper?
yeah, not really good ones though. There's maybe one that's interesting,
All I see is
but
formulas.
yeah, you would have to go to the right side and look at the like a show all commits. It's lower there up.
I see license, publication.
It's above. It's under the listings of all the papers.
Versions,
Yeah,
the external
and then you go
resources. Oh, like the right thing.
to the view all 12 verses.
Do all versions.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
And then you go to the last page.
Okay.
All the way to the bottom. Last thing.
The very first one.
Yeah. There you have some images. Maybe the Zeta vac is the most interesting. Now the
Ah.
images, you have to preview the images at the bottom. There's like a file list.
Oh
You
my
can see
gosh.
PNG files. You can click preview, and then you get
Oh,
better.
okay. All right. All right, 3D trajectory and XYZ space. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I was about to ask AI to like make a visualization for us. Oh, that's a cool pattern. Oh, sick. Okay. Try to see where the waveforms getting dense here, and then randomly they're a little more sparse.
Ad break incoming.
My favorite is the X1.
This one?
No, yeah, this one. Yeah.
So
This is
you use
this is
like
the center of the model.
oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I was about to ask if there's one in particular you use or if you do some kind of flip-flopping between or like changing which pattern it's using.
This is what you could call as a flip-flopper inside the model. This is the energy that keeps the model moving.
Okay. It's awesome. Ad break's about to hit. But we'll wait for the ad break. We can keep chatting during it.
You can
All right,
look at like the start folder. That'll be probably the most interesting part, I guess.
which folder?
If you go on GitHub into the start folder, there's a HTML file.
Start folder?
The images, yeah.
HTML. I'm looking at the code for it right now. How do I?
You would have to download it.
Oh, okay.
Top right.
Cool. Generate setup.
And this is, yeah, because the system is so complex, I had to build like a character creator, hive mind creator. So what this does is like you select what you like for what you're looking for,
Yeah.
and then you just click create, and it will create the code and the instructions to use for the system.
Awesome, man. Yeah, okay, I see. I was looking at the screenshots earlier and I couldn't piece it together, so this makes a lot more sense. You're crafting the personality and the character here. Got your C description, the character name, personality, physics. Can I post the DOI number? Cyber Intel. Well, here's the GitHub. And then GitHub, you guys, for this. Character system, memory compression features.
Yeah, that's only
Awesome.
like the kernel. Like the research is only about the structure of the kernel, how I built it. Then I add tons of more math on top of the memory system itself. So
low heartbeat bias. Deep or active, fast breathing, slow. Power bands. I don't know what a tower band is. This is crazy, man. Advanced cognition, optional runtime capabilities to control how this character thinks, remembers, and participates in the tournament. Cover and execution. collective hive participants. So have you launched any AI VTubers with this yourself yet? Do you have any running on like Twitch right now? Or
No, not yet. I've been. I'm so chaotic myself. I'm building different um, functionalities for the model. So the end game of this is to build like a AI like vision and implement it in the system. And then I want to build like a MCP to allow AI to control like movements of a character or like key inputs, so it can actually just play a game with you in real time. That's the goal.
cool. Cyber Intel, Nate asks, is this universal for all models or only model? I see options down here for your LLM.
You can use any model you want.
Yeah, any model. There you go.
I just gave up some cheap options.
Cool.
It's the system is autonomous, not automatic.
Anybody else in the chat have any questions for Psychozen? I think we're a little bit, we're over time, like 5 minutes, but there isn't that many today, so got like 30 seconds or a minute here. Any of you guys in the Twitch chat have any questions for Psychozen? I think this is pretty sick. I think we get the idea here. This is awesome. I'm really curious I was asking if you'd had any running examples of this because I'm really curious to interact with AI personality using your tech. Maybe we'll do that next time.
Yes, I will make. I have examples. There is an example folder, but you need like an API key to run it.
Yeah, we'll set something up ahead of time then for the next showcase or something, and like actually talk to AI or something. All right. I don't see anything else in chat. Awesome, man. Really crazy. Mind expanding stuff here that I never would have known about. I've never heard of SU3 stuff or strong nuclear force or seen of this or thought about how it could apply to adding lots of variation to AI personality. Nuts, man. It's cool that you connected the dots on that. Cool. Thanks for showing us this.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for the reviewing.
All right. Next up is Nate. Cyber Intel Agency. We're gonna jump straight into letting him do a PowerPoint presentation of his thing. That was Psycho Zen's way of making AI personalities awesome and not repetitive and all that. You don't have permission to talk. Yeah, I got to pull you up on stage just a second. I'm just doing an overview for you guys. He's going to be showing us CGA, Context Graph Agent. Done this to me before. It is one of these cool tools that graphs out and like basically maps out like the code base for any project that you're working on, so that AI uses less tokens, navigates it more efficiently. Would hopefully not duplicate functions as much because it'll have more awareness. But yeah, without further up on stage, we're gonna have to fight with out how to screen. I just invited you to speak.
Hello, is it working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, nice. I need to figure out how to share screen because the stage seems like it doesn't have that feature. Oh, here's the screen.
Yeah, should have a screen share.
Let me see. Screen button. Is there everyone able to see my screen?
Not yet. I have to fiddle with it. I have to do pop out. I can
Yeah, technical
maximize the
difficulty.
pop out here. Yeah, it's a lot of trying to figure this out.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, full screen?
Yeah, you can make it bigger.
Yeah, I did full screen on my side.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so I didn't do the full screen because there's one of the picture only the GIF only working for like a not full screen, something like that.
Pause.
All right. All right. So everyone able to hear me fine, right?
Yeah, you guys able to hear him? I just turned you up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Hi everyone. My name is Nate Scott. Yeah. And I'm a software engineer from Microsoft. This is one of my projects subsite two, which is build to solve a fundamental issue. When I build a larger project like a 500,000 line of code projects, something called a Cypher nodes, which I made demo in the future. But for today, so I'm going to talk about a couple items. So token problem and the solution, and then what is a CGA, and then after that is a little bit. This is an interview question I gave. I asked openly to the AI engineer because they said, "Oh, I'm an AI engineer." So I asked them, "Okay, so I want to minimize cost and minimize the hallucination." And there's a 5 million line of code. So it's a huge project, right? So most engineers, they will think about, okay, so I can ask the AI to scan it, right? So here's the problem. So in English, it's one token is about 4 characters, about 0.75 words, right? So cat is a one token. Then we have unbelievable. You think it's a one word, but actually from from tokenizer, from AI, engine perspective, the model will recognize it as a 3 word, so which is will cause a 3 token. So for today's when we use, you give the prompt and they split into tokens, right? So like those. And then AI large language model will receive. That's where the first calls came from. It's a call from the AI input token. Now, recently, last year or this year, they start adding memory calls or memory cache. This is the second call. And the last one, the most expensive one, which will be the reasoning. After the reasoning, they will have output, which is output token. This is very expensive. It usually is about 5 or 6 times more than the input. And then they're assembling the tokens, give you the answer. That's where you got your answer, right? So remember this question, 5 million line of code, minimize cost, minimize the hallucination, right? Now we understand the tokens, and then back to the question again. With the ChatGPT 5.5 with a 1 million context window cost, and the input cost is $30, and the completion, which is the output cost, is $180. And 1 million tokens will cost you $210 per million cost. To scan, just one full scan to the question, originally interview question, and that will cost about $10,500. So this is the reason why a lot of small company, they get hire AI engineer, they don't fully understand how to use it. They jump use the AI, burn bunch of tokens, cost a bunch of money, and the people and the company have to lay them off, hire the engineer back. Why? Because it's almost the same cost. Because it's very expensive if they are not sure how exactly using the AI, the tokens. So that just not just a money problem. They also introduce a hallucination with the largest context model, 1 million context windows, to feed in all the characters. It's 200 million characters to feed in. You need to let AI read 50 times. Okay, so when AI between each context windows, they cannot fully have a bigger picture of that. it will have a transition problem. The loss, there's something called the loss in transition. So the memory will not consistent. Will start introducing hallucination, and that's the problem. So the two major gaps is one is the weak retrievable context, and the other one is unconstrained code generation. This is the two bigger gaps right now. For files, when AI solving the coding problems, right? So we have a file. Inside the file, we have a class, and inside the class, we have function, and eventually down to the codes, right? So we have a 4 levels. But from when you're feeding all the information to AI, you are technically, you have a larger project. You technically feeding a digital library, entire library to your AI model. And the problem is that you try to find, like AI model, find a book from that library and a line of code to change it. That's when you ask a question, hey, I need to fix this thing, right? So this is the problem. When you do that, you're technically you're feeding the whole digital library into the AI model that will cause the context overflow, which means that if you're using VS Code, we will see something like a compacting conversation. What that doing is AI model will dropping something AI think is now important memory. But the problem is if you ask the question, just hit that spot, the AI model dropped it. They have to came from the answer out of the imagination. That's where the hallucination comes from. To solve that issue, we're using something called an abstract syntax tree. So what this thing does is it's a parser. Okay, it's a simple parser. It will parsing the code and then replace with a symbol and build a tree. And because the tree has a structure, easy to find things and easy to calculate the relations, all kinds of stuff. This thing doesn't cost money. Why? Because it's a parser. You don't feed this to any model. That's why there's no token usage cost. It's only the parser. Okay, and the parser with the certain amount of rule. The benefit is we will clean up those comments, non-relevant stuff. Only the critical part and the main logic will be on the train. So to solve the problem, the second part we need is a graph database. So here I'm using something called a FockerDB. This is a relatively new graph database, only introduced about 5 years ago. It's dedicated for AI use. It's different than the other like a graph database. This is 5 or 6 times faster than Neo4j, and like a 10%, like a 80% memory usage when you load a 5 million line of code. Like in Microsoft, we have a project like Windows 11. That's roughly about 40 million line of code for Windows 11 source code. So the team are working for the data, right? So SQL team, that's just one SQL server source code is 80 gigabytes. All right. So to load that amount of a line of code information into the context model, any large language model will blow up. I guarantee you it's blow up, and it turns out an issue. So the FockerDB better. Why better than the normal? Because they're using something called a sparse matrix compared to the dense matrix. The difference that you can see the animation on the left and the right. So on the left hand side is a sparse the matrix. You can see they illuminate all the zero space, right? So they save the space and also save the branches. So you don't have to maintain all those zero trivial data. On the right hand side is a dense matrix, which is Neo4j is using this. They have to preserve all those zeros, even they are not useful, right? So that's the different comparison. So it's 2 to 5 times faster, and using 1/6 of the memory compared to Neo4j. I'm not saying Neo4j is a garbage or is a part of history, because they are different models for different purposes. For today's anything with let me go to the next. For today, anything with ACID, which is still requires atomic density, consistency, isolation, and durability still requires that's still using the Neo4j. But now full ACID is good for AI usage because AI need to build a relation and memorize with the relation and the edges development when you having conversation and going on. This is very important because you can imagine the tree will grow exponentially if you're using Neo4j to preserve every single branches on the tree. So now we have everything put together. We have a tree, a graph, right? So the graph is something like this, and that's where the CGA came from. CGA the graph, has the AST, and it has a database. Now they solve there's a 4 problem. The first is evidence. Remember how this tree built? It's based on a parser, where the data came from your source code. The parser will parsing everything based on the rule and then to build this tree. In another word, every single node's edges on here is based on true evidence. In another word, there's no room for hallucination. Every single thing here is based on the rule built here. So that's why there's the first thing we will reduce the hallucination, and the second, relationship, because it's a tree. I know which node connect to which nodes, right? So I know exactly all the relationship. And then also before your AI jump in to change something, I already know what's the impact gonna be, right? So if I touching A, how do I know it's not touching Z, right? So for traditional, if without the CGA, you have to burn a bunch of tokens and feed everything like your AI read a bunch of things. That's the problem. Now, what CGA does is instead of you feeding the entire digital library, now we have a digital campus, digital map. Then your next time asking your AI agent to change something, it will straight go to the book and find a line to change it without reading the entire digital library. So there are 36 servers, MCP servers tools, and there's a couple of highlights. And then the full stack of CGA is pretty much has a fast API, FockerDB, Redis has a cache, and the AST is the parser layer, is parsing the data. So far, right now, we have a couple ways to reduce the hallucination for engineer. It's the traditional way. And this is something early this year called the spec-driven development. So this is also you have a bunch of MD files, right? So you have a bunch of MD files specification. This is one way can help reduce the hallucination. And then also the MCP and the skills, right? Skills is early this year. It can also help reduce the hallucination. Now we have something called AST. AST itself is not new. This has been 20, 30 years already, but it's in a different case. This is the first time we're using AST to combine to solving AI hallucination problem. And this is very significant. In Microsoft, internally, we have one of the project called the Bluebird. That thing is huge. It handles billions of code. So it's all larger project. We require engineer to use it, right? So, but you can't set up that thing without a cloud. That's impossible. It's even larger company like Adobe, they have to spend a bunch of time, money, and effort to set it up, right? So now everyone able to like a Microsoft level. So this one, CGA, is your desktop level. It can handle about 550 million line of code project, easy. So I tested 500,000 line of code. It's probably only about 70 megabytes. So it's pretty small. There's some benchmark I run it. So I developed something called HPS. So pretty much a hallucination pressure score. And I measure 4 things. The most promising item is missing evidence. I think the most critical part is the evidence. If the AI model gave me the answer is out of imagination, that's a big problem. So that's why I'm evaluate this most, and the noise, redundancy, ambiguity. This is a Codex CLI. right? So there's a common open source one. I download that thing. That's a bigger project, so roughly about 3,000 files, and then about 250,000 nodes and 500,000 edges. I run 33 times, and then this is the basis score. So the basis hallucination score is about 56%. And then if I using the CGA, run the same query, same thing, it will reduce 89%, which is from the 56 all the way down to 5.73 percentage hallucination, which is the HPS. And if you count the 50% percentile, it's like a 90% safe, reduce on that. After that, so a demo, let me see what this CGA looks like. This is what my project looks like when I work at work. Pretty much very easy to onboard it. First step, add a project, create project MCP token, full index at least once. And then after that, they start putting the instruction into your agent.md. Ask your agent start using CGA for every single every time when you need checking your commit your code or something like that. So it will document everything like this. So this I have a different projects, and it will tracking every single like activities. For report, this is mainly for me because Microsoft will have to generate like some weekly report. And yes, CGA able to because everything report to CGA. CGA has all the activities like here. So that's why you can based on that combine AI agent AI and to generate a report for you. AI first is something new. So I will skip this part. You have to fully understand the AI first concept because that need a lot of explanation. What this does is measure your current projects how the percentage of the AI first are ready. For project, this is the main part. So for all the projects here, and you can see it will tell you how many edges, nodes, and the symbols and that. So also you can generate the token. You can have the MCP token, and then also you can see all the token rotation. Yes, this performs as a keyword, which means all you need is set up a folder of your project, add on the CGA, and the CGA will take over for the MCP for the token as well. Because each project can have their own MCP server with their token, and you can generate here. You don't have to do it because everything is pre-written in the document. So UI agent read that document can fully understand it and then do it for you. So adding all the projects for you, creating token, config all the MCPs, everything, pretty much everything for you. And then you can just like submitting, and then we'll go indexing and then tell you if there's a new file or something or not. After that, there are some. This is something new for the extension. I will add more and to bring more like a cloud capability. You can talk to Azure Cloud or something. That's a future. For schedule, schedule is something because CGA is a central location of all your project. All your projects will report to the CGA, which is they are using the MCP link to each other. If you want, you can schedule what each agent does, and you can put a scheduling here. So this project is a browser agent project is now on. So that's why it shows the on schedule. That's why it failed. If it's on, it will run it and then shows okay. And last part is the user. It has a full user permission, which is you can have the project group and then bound it with a user group, and then you can have a different user. It could handle like a 50 to 100 people's small corporation. And because of that, it's for company enterprise level use. That's why it has a full auditing capability. Right now, you see how many pages. This is a 25 page records per page. And the last part is the graph part because it's a graph data based on the graph, right? So, like say codex, I can load the codex. I can see what's going on. Right now is about the codex right now is indexed with a quarter million nodes with almost like a 50 million, half a million edges, right? So now I can load more. Let's say I can load 250, 2500 nodes. Remember, you can see it here. I'm on the virtual machine, which means there's no graphing card right now. So I optimize this so much, and it can projecting using 2D to projecting the 3D image to save the FPS. Right now it's about 16, right? So this is no graphing card, no GPU
Ad
element.
break incoming.
So if it's on your computers, you can run very smoothly something like this easily. You can write. This is my machine, so you can write very smoothly if you have a GPU with it. You'll probably hit it about 60 something like that. You can load more. So you can load more, and then to see what more graph what that looks like, and then you can click on any of the nodes, right click on it. For example,
I'm
blue.
just seeing the graph rotate in space. I'm not seeing you click on anything. No.
You mean this one?
Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing you click on anything. I'm just seeing the graph rotate.
I see.
Yeah, you can see on the stream.
Yeah, I see. I'm not sharing the whole screen. Oh, okay. But doesn't matter. So similar, very similar to this graph. But it's like a faster on the bottom right corner. Will be 60 frame. That's pretty much. So there are some questions. Some people asking me about okay, so this is for coding, right? What about for other like a type of like a relation? Yes, you have a strategy here. You can based on the what type of a problem you deal with. You can using the like a graph data, document heavy or something like that. So you can have a strategy how the engine parsing the tree, and then pretty much that's the whole project. Any question?
Awesome, man. Clap for that. Yeah, does anybody have any questions? I can ask a bunch.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, first off, man, thanks for having such an awesome presentation for that. That's super useful information for everybody here about the token inefficiencies that that you have if you just start using agents blindly, like with
Correct.
just a harness out of the box, which is not great. That's cool, and I liked all your AI generated images of the library and all that stuff. Like that was really cool for demonstrating what's going on. I think I had a question about that database type Falcor versus
Neo4j.
Neo4j. So is an ACID ACID like database or whatever, is it a whole different category of database separate from a relational one or a vector one? Even is it like its own class of database? Because I've never heard of those.
Yes and no. Yes is not really new. Graph database has been there for a while. So for the 10, 20 years already.
Okay, so graph database is what it's considered.
Correct. So we have the traditional RDMI MS, right? So relational database management, like a SQL version. We also have a non-SQL such as a MongoDB, right?
Right.
So those, and then also we have a something vector database, right? So you have for the RAG, right? So for the retrievable argument generation, for that kind of for knowledge base.
Right.
And the graph database usually is very good for solving kind of like a memory issue. So something you want to preserve in relation by timing. That's where the graph looks like. So for example, you have a project. You write like a 100 file, right? And then later you keep adding. Now it's 1,000 file, and you try to find something. Hey, tell me about how this feature developed from the beginning to now. So normal database cannot give you that. So you may think about, okay, I'm using GitHub. True, the GitHub is not dedicated for that because GitHub is a what's I say? It's a text based. So it's a now graph database is so quickly can find and locate the tree, the feature development in the past like 2 months, 3 months or something. So CGA has I recently introduced a new feature. It's a branch. It's something called a branch graph, which means that there's some developer say, okay, I have a branch, and I working on the feature, and that feature is big. Also need their own graph. What happens if later I merge that branch to main branch, right? So the CGA able to merge a subgraph to the main graph. Also, if you drop it, it doesn't impact doesn't pollute your main graph at all. So in other words, if you have a multiple, so for my projects, like the one I will introduce, like Zephyr Nodes, that project is roughly around 300,000 lines of code. It's a pretty big project. It has 7 different components. When I load up the whole project, each component already pretty big. So I need AI have a bigger picture, overlook my entire project, not just focus on one part. Because when AI jump into between the project, it will having problem loss in transition. That's where the hallucination came from. So I don't want that. So the CGA merge all like a merge solve that problem because it's central persistent memory. And it has a persistent, it has a PG vector um, to like a built-in to like a acting as a persistent memory. Also has a graph database there and build based on the AST tree to speed up the search and reduce the token usage.
Anybody in chat have any other questions? Very
Sorry about that.
No, it's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I liked all of it. Like you're literally like a professional. So I assume this is a lot of what you're probably doing right now. Day job, right? At Microsoft is like token efficiency.
Yeah, so you guys have probably already feel the pricing, right? So the token getting more expensive.
Yep.
So Microsoft right now is considering switch the proprietary model to Kimi. You probably heard about it right now on the national news everywhere.
I heard that. I
The
saw
Kimi
news.
it's an open source model. So we do the estimation. If we switch a current model from ChatGPT to like a other model with Kimi, we can save roughly around 60 billion.
Crazy.
That's how much token we're burning every day.
Wait, how much?
60 billion.
60 billion.
Correct.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So yeah, you think about the Azure cloud. So how many demands? So we right now we have a full demand. So there's a line of the customer waiting to use our clouds, especially for AI capabilities. Something. So that's why Microsoft is considering an open source model. Before we don't look at it, now we may consider about that. Because they are significant. I mean, they become very good, right? So Kimi is almost like a hit of 5.5. ChatGPT 5.5 capability or something like that. Yeah. So if it is so in the future, like I was attend to a board discussion, and there are a bunch of professors and then a bunch of professors and the student asked about it in the future is that model gonna getting bigger. My projection is yes and then no. What's gonna happen is that we're gonna have a larger language model in the center making decision, and we have a bunch of vertical small language, or what should I say, small large language model surround that larger language model. For example, you don't wanna ask your college math professor what's it 1 + 1 = 2, right?
Yeah.
So you will find your calculator to do the work, right? So you need to find the right. Right now, the problem in industry, so many companies they say, oh, that's an AI. It's hot. I want in, right? So they jump into it, lay off people, hire a bunch of AI user, that got their job and burn a bunch of tokens using inefficient way, and it doesn't feel any productivity increase. And we're gonna happen to lay people off again, hire people back. So they say AI not working. It's not AI. Is AI not working, or you don't know how to use
How to
it?
use it
That's the
efficiently.
difference. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so I was ask a like a engineer student couple questions, very simple question. I was like, can you tell me on your Windows on the bottom right corner, just tell me that you see that bunch of icons there, right? Tell me what that thing called. And a lot of people say, oh, yeah, notification or like a text bar or something like that. I was like, no, the official name of that area called system tree. Now the question is, if you cannot even fully describe correctly what you want, how AI can give you a correct answer?
Makes sense.
But so that's why when I first time saw you using AI to develop a game, I was amazed. Why? Because I tried it before. AI pretty hard to dealing with anything with GUI in 2 dimension because you have a reference point. Very difficult to do it. For example, if you have a button, you have to describe it. Oh, I want the button in the 5 of them, the second one, and I wanted the edge color or something. Very difficult to describe it in desktop software. If you in web page, it's easier because it's XML, right? So you can find the tag to do it. But in desktop software, very difficult to describe it in 2 dimension. You think about if it's a 3D dimension game,
Yeah.
that even harder.
It's even worse when you get to see the models kind of fall apart. Sure. The last thing I was gonna mention, and I think we're gonna move to if Jiggy Spice's game is done cooking, we were gonna play his game. I only have like 15 more minutes, and then I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna ask. I pointed my Claude at your CGA actually a couple days ago, and I started asking about what are the benefits of replacing my Graphify plugin with this and all that. And yeah, it was telling me about your abstract syntax tree, query layer, and stuff. And the only snag that I hit is your CGA doesn't support Zig yet. Told me to ask you to support Zig so I can use it for my game engine. So
What
I got a
is it?
feature request. It's a programming language. It's a low
Oh, I
level.
see.
Yeah, it's on par with like Rust and C++, but it's like a newer one.
Yeah. I can add that
Yeah.
part. I can add that part easy.
It's the only thing that prevented me from. Well, um,
Yeah, no
yeah,
problem. It's open source, by the way. Open source, everyone can able to download it. I saw some company download it and they wrap up as a service. They start selling it.
dude. Yeah, the way
They
that
start
you've positioned it too, where it's scaled for enterprise with the 100 users collaborating on the same project and having the
small team, small
yeah
team.
having the the audit list, the full agent
Yeah,
action like list, so that they can track exact like token cost usage and how much like each person's using it, what they accomplish. Like that's really cool, man. I hope start finding some users for it,
thank you so
customers.
much.
Yeah.
Yep, I hope so.
Um.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Sweet. Thank you, Nate. Guys, that was Mr. Nate Scott. Oh, been here for a while. Kind of streamed like a month ago. He is a full-time employee at Microsoft, helping a lot with agent efficiency and stuff over there. This is his tool that we just saw, CGA. It's all about reduction of agents working on large code bases with like at least a few 100,000 lines of codes. When it starts to get a little bit shaky, the AI starts creating a bunch of functions that already exist. It makes duplicate functions. Like makes incorrect assumptions. It doesn't realize what tools it has or what tools are available in your project, and unless at least graph out the. So pretty cool, you guys. All right, let's see if is there any other projects. Jiggy Spice, are you in chat? Your Unreal Engine game done cooking. Are we able to play it? Catch up on chat here. Your favorite part is the AST approach. Very smart. Yeah, the abstract syntax tree is awesome to provide a more deterministic way of navigating the code base rather than just grepping a bunch of files and stuff like what most harnesses currently do. It's uploaded to Drive now. It should be up in the next 5 minutes. All right, dude. Check. I got a bunch of Discord DMs. I can't check Discord DMs when we're sharing somebody's thing. Nuclear, what is this now? Oh, no, dude. I saw what you were gonna post. I'm not. We're trying to make this YouTube video a little bit serious, man. We already watched your Rick roll, okay? We're not gonna look at gargoyle feet pictures on the stream. We'll do that on the next episode. You already got your Rick rolling. Your AI app is just risque. Okay. Source DN Solo, what's up? I just made a video about ASTs the other day. Have you tried out TS Morph? I have not. What's TS Morph? Wow. Prescott, what's up, party people? Just woke up. Victorian poet slumber. Oh, yeah. Good quote from Ornex. Very cool indeed. Cheers for your weekend. Thanks. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Cool. All right, Jiggy Spice's game is here, you guys. I'm sorry, Jiggy. I got like 10 to 15 minutes. Then I have to run, and we're going to wrap up episode 1 here. Guys, Jiggy Spice has been going all in on, we'll see if this works. Wait, I'm on Linux. Oh, no, it might not work, bro. I forgot about that. This is going to be a problem. I don't think we'll be able to play it. I'll pull up a video of gameplay though. Doesn't work. Yeah, Nuclear. I see the DM. We'll look at Bartholomew next week. We could look at it today. We save the joke for the next episode, Nuclear, or do you want me to toss it at the end? Check out Gramophone. Okay. Somebody told me another one for next time that we can look at. Here's something one of my friends made. We'll look at this while we're waiting on the download for Jiggy Spice game. You forgot to think about that? Well, I mean, it's not your fault. It's kind of my fault. I'm on Linux. It's going to make it impossible, actually, for me to check a bunch of desktop apps. Do we get to show what people are building? Yes, Source, DN Solo. Unfortunately, this is the first episode. It's wrapping up, but we're going to start running a series for this. Once a month on the last Saturday of each month. We might do every 2 weeks if the demand goes up. I'm going to post about it on Reddit too next time. Yeah, so this was episode 1. I was trying to figure out all the technical difficulties for how to host a Discord stage and people to come on stage and talk about what they're doing and all that. Yeah, this whole community is all about vibe coding games and apps. I like reviewing and looking at both. I like talking about everything, like technical stuff that's software tools, stuff that's games, stuff. We're talking about the marketing strategy for both, the business viability of stuff, all that kind of stuff. This is another app we'll look at on the next episode, I think, that my friend made. He couldn't make it here today, but it is a collaborative DJ on Discord. So it's cool. It's like a bot that sits in your Discord channel, and then everybody in the channel can just like queue up tracks. to play through the voice on Discord. I'll wait till he's here next time to like demonstrate it. Actually, I think I can figure out how to set it up on the spot right now. All right, we'll see what we got with this. Yeah, we got an EXE. I don't think I can run an EXE. Maybe I can do it with wine or something. Let's ask Claude real quick. Wiki Arch Linux title wine usage. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I don't have a VM. Let's see. Where did the download just go? Heck. Want it in this Claude. Hey, we just downloaded a Unreal Engine 5 game, but they package it for Windows. I think I'd be able to launch this with Wine. Prescott, we'll have to rain. Look at my boy. All right. All right, guys, we'll look at Nuclear's next great, amazing contribute. Oh my God. This is Nuclear vibe coded gargi.nuki.ca. Gargle maxing, certified hood classic, stone cold riz, only goils. This is the one of the ad gremlin gargoyles. Bartholomew 1341. I like the RGB rolling through the title here. Live watching, subscribe, not clickbait. 100% real, 100% stone. 9 acorns, DM him. Galore. You're scrolling, find a 684-year-old rock with more riz than your entire situationship. Card 1341, assignment, scare demons away from a cathedral. Status demons gone. Absolutely bodied that. No survivors. And everyone just left me up here for 700 years. Bestie, I finished the task. So anyway, I'm on here now, gargoyle maxing, viewing since 1341. My jawline is literally carved, hope, and seethed. Are you nude, bro? I've been nude since the 14th century. A man named Ansel did this to me with Izzle and then went to lunch. I did not consent. I cannot leave. Anyway, drive. Yeah, he's a gargoyle. Things I offer: unbroken eye contact, weather updates from an insane vantage point. Structural honesty. I am load bearing in every sense you could possibly mean that. Things I do not offer: movement. Dude, Nuclear, I can't believe you vibed this just now during this episode. What the heck? This is ridiculous, dude. The tears, pebble, buttress, flying. Oh my God, it's got little animations. Flying buttress. For the casually haunted. Genuine architectural support for real. Sigma tier, full gothic experience. The feed. He's got. Oh, look at this. He's got a little explosion of brick walls and skulls. POV, you walk past the cathedral and look up, and we lock eyes. Dude, you're in love with this gargoyle. Bartholomew? Oh, I get it. Mew. He's mewing. Goofy off filter. I think I look great. Dude, how many of these are there? Oh my God. I can't even read all this. Oh, look at that. I asked Claude to start up the Aero League game, and it just did it for me. Wine. Or it's trying right now. AI chat coming soon. Oh my God. All right, you guys. Here's Nuclear's vibe-coded gargoyle thing. Oh, yeah, it's Cyber Intel. Nate that just did the awesome presentation on CGA just dropped his LinkedIn. Feel free to add him on LinkedIn if you guys want to. Good connection to have. Senior software engineer at Microsoft. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Let's Claude is able to boot it. It's trying right now. It's trying. We'll give it like a couple more minutes, guys. We're gonna see if Claude can boot Jiggy Spice's Unreal Engine 5 game in Wine. Unfortunately, I'm in Linux, so it makes it difficult to just like. Thank you for your consideration. You have my mail. Please send any VC offers. Yeah, if anybody wants to invest in Gargoyle site. Two Socks is not here. He's our most dedicated fan. Dream. Unfortunately, he lives literally on the exact opposite side of the world. So I try to pick a time slot that works well for everybody, but no. I can't log into his game. I was going to at least show you guys his game. He deserves free. It looks like his app, his Vercel app for the game is not running because he's not online. But he's making an awesome pixel art spaceship game. Gotten over 100,000 views on across social media platforms in just the last couple weeks. Got a 3D printing. Let's make a 3D part. You forgot to submit, Jessica? Oh no. Yeah, I have to go all the way. Oh, look at that shit. Jiggy Spice game is up here. I've got to drive. I got to drive like an hour, and I got a meeting with somebody. So I have to go, and like as soon as we're done playing this, we're gonna play this for a little bit, and then and I'm gonna head out. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Damn it. But next episode, Jessica, submit your thing for sure. Next episode. Like I said, we might do this every 2 weeks if it becomes popular. All right, guys. Here we go. You can look at the graphics. It was laggy. Seems okay. It run, but slow down your computer pretty badly. Oh, it is right now? Oh, yeah, you're right. Let me, graphics. Oh, yeah, we don't need Epic. Okay, it's a little laggy. I'll just play it. Yeah, you guys. All right, so this is Jiggy Spice submission. He's been doing video editing for the Twitch streamer Arrow Lee, who is a bow-only player. And he also works out, and there's a little joke here if he skips leg day. He's got skinny legs. Jiggy Spice modeled this character. And he's done nothing but vibe code this in Unreal 5.8 with the MCP server for the last, like, 2 months. He's got slide. He's got slide. That's pretty good. It's using the gas system in Unreal. And I'm assuming the character movement component stuff. Dude, the skinny legs is killing me. Stream's running at 5 FPS, probably shaders. Is it still running at 5 FPS? It looks like it's doing decent to me. Slow for you guys? It looks fine on my end. Okay, there's fall damage. Tequila, cigarettes, and a longbow. Does it look okay now on the stream? It's running really smoothly for me. All right, we got some zombies here. Oh my god. Is there a dodge button? Nice. What is this? Device for wisdom. There's a second one? Oh, maybe there's a second window trying to open.
Ad break incoming.
How's the stream right now, you guys? Is it still 5 FPS? Oh, the quality's still epic. The quality was still epic. How about now? Oh, it crashed. Oh, we got a crash. Too bad. Oh, dude, it's still... Claude was still thinking, like, it's still trying to boot it up and down. Alt is dodge. It looks like Claude was, like, booting up multiple instances of it, and it's still iterating on trying to launch it.
Claude finished digging into it.
All right, guys. We're going to wait for the ad break, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Saw a glimmer of hope, though, on it working for Jiggy Spice's game. Like I said, we might do episode 2 in 2 weeks if enough of you guys want to do this again. If you want to make this a regular thing. This is really cool. About now. Hey, we're back from the ad break. Is it still laggy? Still laggy?
Claude answered your question.
Yo. What about now? You're still lagging? It looks totally fine on my end, so that's kind of weird. Now? Okay. Woo! Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. Still stop motion. Still 1 frames per minute. What happens if you guys refresh the stream? Think you're mostly back for you, Jessica? Now it's back to normal. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, my GPU and everything's fine. Back to normal. Okay, good. All right, let's wrap this up, you guys. So this is the end of the stream. This was episode 1 of our community vibe code showcase. Here on my main channel, Trickery Omni. Yeah, Nuclear had something great to say. We will do something similar. I will let you guys know. Right now, I'm very busy with like figuring out life stuff. So that's the only reason why I hesitate to say we could do this every 2 weeks is because I just keep getting busy and things keep popping up. For sure, you can bet on a month from now as a minimum. We'll do the next episode. And we'll put in some more preparation work. I'll talk about it more ahead of time. Stuff like Unreal Engine 5 projects that require me to run it in wine and without tanking the FPS on the stream, like what just happened and all that. It was running fine for me. It looked great. I was running around. I was killing zombies and all kinds of cool stuff. But we'll have to figure out some more technical difficulties for those kinds of projects a little bit ahead of time for the next one. Yeah, so if we didn't get to your guys' projects today, then be ready for the next one. And yeah, and depending on the turnout and like how many people sign up, I may or may not post it on Reddit because we post it on Reddit, it's a good chance we could be stuck here for 4 hours straight. You know, I want to give everybody here a first chance showing their stuff before we expand it. Yeah, it was super interesting. It was covered. Nuclear had some jokes for us today. He's a real jokester guy there. Halkany's deal notifier app for getting notified of like deals on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Psycho Zen had a has a GitHub repo for an app for like crafting actually for real dynamic AI personalities because they get really stuck in like a rut and they get repetitive if all you do is just give them a prompt about who they're supposed to be. So his thing really makes them more dynamic. And Cyber Intel Agency, Nate showed us his tool for increasing token efficiency and reducing hallucination when agents are navigating a massive code base that covers up to millions of lines of code. Nuclear gave us another joke, and we try to look at Jiggy Spice game, but we got to figure out how to run it both in Linux and without tanking my FPS for the next go round. His game's pretty awesome. He's been putting a lot of work into it. Yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and talking about stuff. I will post this on YouTube at some point. And yeah, the VOD will be up. Just about what now in Frozen Plays like a possum. Life do lifing. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then we gotta go out of town. Yeah. Anyways, so it's awesome, you guys. That is it for me for streaming for this week. I think there might be some more surprise streams. But yeah, I'll post my schedule on Monday like normal in the Discord. So join the Discord if you want to see. Want to be notified of when I go live. It happens in the stream channel. And also I post on Mondays. We post the schedule. I think it's gonna be about the same this week. We're gonna do Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and maybe a surprise daytime stream. Yeah, that's it. You guys keep vibe coding and exploring what's possible with AI and all that stuff. Is there anyone we can raid right now? This is a bit abnormal for me to be. Team Bash is streaming. Prismatica Dev is streaming stuff in tech art. Raid Team Bash. They're making an MMO in Unreal Engine. Allied community projects. Yeah, it's just naturally what has unfolded. because everybody keeps showing up and trying to share stuff with me, and sometimes people show us some really, really cool stuff, and I'd like to just have it concentrated into a moment. So it's cool. Hopefully we can make it a big thing. All right, guys, we're gonna raid Team Bash, programming and MMO, Real Engine 5. Peace. See you later.